Wakenya wenzangu, it was on the 26th of February when a Chinese flight landed in Kenya with 239 people aboard. We were scared to death the possibility that Kenya would succumb to a pandemic. But the Lord, you knew better. On March 12, 2020, when the government reported the first corona case in the country, fear gripped the entire nation, and panic buying became the order of the day. But you, Lord, you never scared up. We, as people of faith, huddled in our churches in fearful prayer, begging for mercy for, for our dear country, not sure you are even listening. On March 30th, when the Acting Director General of Health, Dr. Patrick Amoth, projected that we would have 10,000 COVID-19 cases by the end of April, most people despaired. But you, Lion of Judah, sat in silent confidence, for you have seen many a calamity and never fought it. They waited for us to fall. Without advanced medical facilities, modern communication systems, or powerful economies that can offer relief, we appeared as though our verdict was out. They said publicly, even in our hearing, that the pandemic would make Africa have dead bodies lying on the streets. This, Lord, you saw and said nothing at the time. On March 22nd, when the government announced the closure of churches due to rise in COVID-19 cases, we knew it was worse than we had earlier imagined. Even the men of God were no longer allowed to minister to us and women, and our hope dwindled even further, but you said nothing. On April 6, when the president imposed a 3-week travel ban in and out of Nairobi, we sensed that the end was near. We feared the disease would spread rapidly and consume us all. What would happen to our children, our old mothers and fathers? We were so afraid. We begged for your mercy. As of today, dear Lord, there have been 2.6 million confirmed cases and 828,000 deaths in the US alone. There have been 34,767 deaths in Italy and more than 240,000 confirmed cases to date. As of right now, 59,000 people are dead in Brazil due to COVID-19, leading to mass burials across the country. While we mourn the 149 deaths we have seen so far in the country, we are overcome with tears at the exponential, unfathomable, and wholly undeserved grace you have shown to the people of Kenya. You have literally shielded this continent and put to shame those who prophesy doom to us. While our prayers felt weak, late, and unworthy, the whole of this time you were apparently reasoning. While we have been consumed by the government failures and misdeeds, we have forgotten to prostrate ourselves before you in thanksgiving. Who are you, Lord, that you love us this much? Who are we, Lord, that you hold us so close to you? You have overwhelmed us with your mercy. We are lost of words, dear Lord. Yes, we lacked advanced medical facilities, but you gave us advanced celestial protection. Yes, we lacked modern research facilities, but your mercies are forever modern. In fact, they are new every morning. Uh, the source of this matter isn't available, but I believe it is more of an incredible source according to what I have been following on the news, and a lot of truths have been spoken. And I think as a people of Kenya, there is something that we need to pay our attention to. We need to pay our attention more to God. We need to look up, to raise up our eyes unto the heavens. as we are encouraged by Psalm 121. Lift up your eyes to the heavens. Where shall your help come from? Right now, I believe that we actually still aren't able to have masses, to attend to church services. At the same time, I'm encouraging the people of Kenya and the people of the entire world, because this world is really a global village, that we make churches at our homes, in our houses, in our hearts. Still gather your children. Without God, we're going to scatter. And I say it again, without God, we're going to scatter. It is easy, it is very much easy to scatter than to gather. And what has been scattered takes time to be gathered. Let us follow the instructions that are given to the Ministry of Health, because that again is very much important. At time we are taking the, the social distance for granted, but it is helpful. At time we take it for granted because we think the people we socialize with is the people that are our own. Okay, it's our family, it's my family. Why should I use mask and so forth? Why should I sanitize my hands? All these things, And I commonly actually visit to the ghettos, and I can see how careless sometimes people are. You know, in the ghettos, they don't actually care much over here, because people just come to greet me with their bare hands and so forth. And I fall into that temptation too, because I still greet them. But nevertheless, it is very much important that we keep what has been advised, what has been instructed to us, because it's for our own good. So it was targeted, that thousands, millions of Africans will be picked up on the roads. We know that very well. And for sure, it was in some people's minds. But then God has turned this over. It is not so. Yes, we can count that we don't have so much deaths, but at the same time, let us take care especially for children, the infants, the unborn, and the elderly. These people matters a lot, because the elderly shares with us their wisdom. They give us wisdom. And the unborn, this is the future generation. When you are dead, we are dead and gone. So let us consider them. Let us continue to lift up each other. Let us continue to encourage each other, and to know that God is on our side. So continue to share this good news. Continue to spread them to your friends. Let everybody be encouraged. Let everybody understand what is happening in the world today. Follow the news, read the newspapers when you have an opportunity. Don't have your little corner and forget what is happening in the world. Let us have a concern for each other, because this is very important. It is my journey, it is your journey, it is our journey. We are all on the same boat somehow. Some might be ahead of us and some might be behind, but we are all on the same boat. And for those who are planning evil, because there are few who are planning evil, I really reprimand you that think twice. Think twice before you react. Think twice. It is not necessary to perform evil. It is not necessary to perform a scandal. And you can escape this. If you have nothing to do, stay inside your room. If you have nothing else to do that can help the community. And if you realize that you're going to make people angry, you're going to lose your life, just stay where you are. Why should you move? You know? And be people who sense dangers. I don't know how intuitive I am, but there are sometimes that God will communicate to you. You can sense dangers. You can smell a stinking blood. Will smell. Will smell. Well, anyway, this is something that we need to be friend with the Holy Spirit, so that He can communicate to us when we are about to face, some great dangers. Anyway, my dear friend, keep trusting in God. He is powerful than the United States. He is powerful than Africa itself, than Asia. He's all about God.